Look at this asshole on the phone.
Oh, I'm just fucking writing to Luke right now. I feel safe now that Luke's here.
Oh, okay, good. Hey, everybody. Glad everybody's here with us tonight. We'll do some shout outs real quick before we get into all these questions. I think Paul and I have looked forward to this for a few days now.
Yeah, we're just bullshitting about it. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
See how fun it is, really, until the questions start coming out, right?
Right. And you can't get mad.
That's going to be awful.
That's going to be hard for you.
Yeah, fucking right. It's going to be hard for me.
Hey, Will, you're the first one in, man.
I don't know. I see. I saw. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, never mind. Wow, a lot of people are talking. Never mind. What's up, Will?
Jay.
Stanley.
What's up? Shauna Connor.
Shauna. What's up, Jay?
Shauna. And we got Mr. Kenyon from LMK.
What's up, Jay?
Yeah, look at there. How is it Paul got stickers already? Did you already get a t-shirt too, Paul?
Oh, I got a hoodie. I got a hoodie from Jay. He also has these little cool ones too. Oh, Holly's gone. Holly disappeared.
Yeah, you're in front now. Holly looks like a ghost. How do I look like a ghost?
You look like a ghost? All right. That's cool. Scary. So, what's going on, Ken?
Relevant. I don't know who this. I'm not going to say that C word, but you can say it.
The Phil is he's a cunt.
There you
go.
Don't
call him a champ. Don't call him a champ.
Hey, Jay. Okay. All right.
We got everybody in there. We got Sammy. Sammy's in there.
I did not see Sammy yet.
Yep, Sammy.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. I'm sorry, Sammy. I kicked myself out. Bobby got me this really nice, expensive mouse. It was like $170, right? What? Because of the work I do on the computer, some of it's very delicate. But there's like 20 buttons on the side of this thing. It's a gaming mouse, and I mess it up all the time. So y'all just gonna have
$5 at Five Below.
Yeah, I know you're a cheap ass.
Yep. You gotta have to wait in line because I got to send one to Stanley. Stanley's getting one. I'm gonna make some when I come back from Tinley.
Make some what?
Shirts, t-shirts.
Oh,
make some t-shirts.
Yeah.
Surveillance buy.
This one's available on Amazon.
Ooh. Yeah. So proceeds will go to us, and I'm not making it from Amazon.
Stan must like it.
Yeah, Stan likes it a lot.
So,
I was talking to Stan, and I showed him the shirt, and he's like, "I gotta fucking get one."
Oh, look, I didn't turn anything down.
Yeah, I can't. I had to wash dishes and do and work just besides my regular job. I had to go work and do some other shit to get those clowns. So.
And some other shit. He's really serious about that.
Other shit. Yeah. So, but we're gonna shout out the sponsors or what? What are we gonna do? How are we doing this?
Well, I've got a couple of things I want to play. This one I've been looking forward to. I'm gonna go ahead and play it first.
All right.
Ready?
That's cool.
Right. That's the Sinking Pencil doing a special for the next week, 20% off of a logo package, and that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, if anybody's looking to get a new logo, definitely hit Sinking Pencil up, which is pretty cool. That he's doing it for a week and see how it goes. And right. I'm sure throughout the months we'll get additional ones that are in like that.
Yep.
So that's cool. it's so funny to look at that AI with Mike and Kristen, because they don't have black hair.
Yeah, exactly. She does. He doesn't.
Yeah, right. So it's still like I'm looking at him like that don't look like him. But I was saying that before, that that picture looks like that American, what is it, American Gothic, that old picture of the farmers holding the pitchfork.
Oh yeah,
that's what they look like.
that's funny.
Yeah. Jared is out. I see. He said that he wasn't going to be able to make the show tonight, or in the chat anyway. That's why. So.
Yep.
But
Kevin looks like the first Batman.
Yeah. Kevin's right now is in DR. Bastard, right? Enjoying that weather. It's good. I like that.
Oh. Thank you, Carissa. I appreciate it. Oh. All right. So we had a couple of chats up, or a couple of questions up here in the chat in the beginning, and they're more so rat related and snake related. So we'll answer those real quick.
Yeah, we'll go for it. I mean, you're the rat lady. Rat lady.
I'm not a rat lady now. Come on. I can't even find them now. Y'all give me a minute.
What happened?
I don't have my glasses on, okay?
Oh my God. Holy cow.
What an ass. Oh, how do you run your rat tubs, male and female ratio? And I myself, I do 1.4. But I also have just the cement tubs. So I found that any more females than that, they kind of start getting skinny looking and just kind of overworked, and so.
What
What's more work, the rats or the snakes? Definitely the rats. Every week you're taking tubs completely out, flushing them, sanitizing them. It's every week deal. Oh, here's a good question for you, man. Does it scare you when you see big breeders offering 50% off of their snakes?
I'm looking. I don't know. I mean, there's a few guys that are pushing those sales hard. Mm-hmm. You know that. I mean, one of them is in the Patreon that I'm in, and I mean, I can't, like, I don't know. I've been in this season, for a year, you know, and went from, a stranger clown was 2 years ago was $20,000, and now I've seen him for $1,500.
Yeah,
maybe a little longer than 2 years ago, but and all the old time guys are saying it's just correcting, and I don't know what the fuck that means, Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody was getting money from the government, and throwing money around. So I guess everybody, shot the prices up.
Will, at the Arlington show, he had all the ball pythons for 50% off. And he had all kinds of good ones there too. I wish I'd have had.
Thanks. Well, that's, I mean, I don't know the numbers offhand of what his facility holds, but it's fucking tremendous.
Yeah, it's tremendous. That's a really big.
So can you consider him like a snake mill? I don't know. Is that I'm not trying to be, I don't want to be shot down or anything like that, but like he's just producing and producing and producing and producing. And then if you flood the market, with sales, how do you compete against that? I mean, yeah, I guess it's scary, especially when everybody says, "Oh, we need new breeders, and we need new breeders, and we need new breeders." But when they come in, they're just going to know, the pricing that's in there.
Right.
It's kind of rough, just being, from coming in last year and seeing the high prices and going, oh, maybe, I'll get into that project. And all of a sudden, that project, is like, is like right out the fucking window, I'm trying to get into the whatchamacallit, like the Kiki project. And, it was it was high. I mean, the pricing was high, even with enhancer in it. And then all of a sudden, like, it's dropping, and you're like, and all you can see. But I guess you can't look at it like that anymore.
Right. Yep.
And it's like, I was just talking to somebody, and I said it's like you're the high price snakes are like electronics. By the next day, it's fucking nothing. There's a new one out already. So you need glasses to find your glasses.
Yeah, he's being a commodian.
So
he's a plumber. I get to say that. All right, Paul, get your questions out. I'm ready. Are you ready?
So we decided to ask questions, and I guess I don't know if it's so much personal. I didn't really dive into like the complete background of your story. I mean, but so I just decided to go and wanted to let people know, like, what's the quick day of Holly, like, what do you do when you wake up? And
you're gonna laugh.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's yeah. So I mean, it goes into more shit, but I got questions all over the fucking place that probably should have been in order, but they're not in order.
So I wake up my day. My husband spoils me rotten. Usually he brings me breakfast and coffee, and I'm talking to Paul on the phone, on FaceTime, on Instagram.
What's up, Jeremy?
Just like us going through our day, because we do like a piece cleaning or something. If Paul's cleaning, I don't mind sitting there, and I like to do the same thing. If I'm cleaning my snake beds, I'd like to have somebody to talk to during the day. Mm-hmm. It just makes it go by faster. So, and then I get on the computer and I go to work, and that's what I do.
So let's highlight that word that you just said, though.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say at the end? And you what?
Work.
Go to work, right?
Yeah.
Do you get paid for that? Do you get paid for that work?
Shut up, Paul.
So you can't call it work. You can't call it work. We need to start you getting work.
Yes, absolutely.
Hold on, Luke. That's what it is.
I'm for hire, everybody.
Yep. For hire. And that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Sitting and listening to her while she's doing all this shit is wild. Mm-hmm. And so like which is my next question is so how long for which you corrected me last time, because I said what 15 second intro, and you're like, no, intros are 30 seconds. Well, excuse me, sorry. But like I'm saying, what's considered a 30-second intro? And I know we were talking about pricing, mm-hmm. which we don't know. I don't know anything, and I mean, unless you know somebody that does that, I guess I'm sure there's professional people, but like, what do we consider here a 30-second intro? What's going on, Gerald?
So a 30-second intro for me will take me around maybe 15 hours.
What?
Because of everything is pieced together, right? And I'm very particular, and I want everything to look a certain way. So I use apps on my phone to get it to where I want it. I use stuff on the computer. Well, and that's just to clean up one logo that somebody
said. I was going to say, though, make sure you tell them what apps you're using too. I mean, I know that some people asked in the Patreon, mm-hmm. What do you use and everything. So everybody else, that may want to think about like getting an app and everything like that. What do you use? Even what did it cost you if you want to, obviously there's subscriptions and shit like that.
So the Canva app is, I believe, $150 a year. Don't quote me on that. I'm really terrible. I just say, Bobby, I need this, and he takes care of it. But I also use the photo app, and that's the one we were talking about me getting. That I use CapCut. I use Vista Create, Photo Lab Pro, and Photo Room. Mm-hmm. So
it'd be nice if there was just one fucking app that does all that shit that you just
yeah.
Maybe.
No,
Unfortunately, no.
I don't know how to. Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, the situation that arose, was her ride, and
Yeah.
now it's not. I
Yeah.
mean, it is what it is. So, we'll work on it next year.
Right.
I'll be
Hey,
there. I'll be
Hey,
there.
Luke, how are you, man?
So
Sorry, y'all. I'm kind of squirming today. I'm in pain. So this weather changing has me hurting. All right,
So-
Paul. It's my turn to ask you a question.
Huh.
What is your secret talent?
My secret talent?
Yep.
Fuck.
Well, I don't need to know that one. I mean, that's,
Man, it seems like more and more, Matt, that I'm becoming an old, lazy, cranky bastard that I don't like to do anything anymore except for go to work and come home. So, I mean, I used to have a secret, like, not, I can't even say it was secret. I used to be so much more active that I was like back in the day. I was a swimmer, and I could swim really good. How about that? That's my secret talent.
Oh my gosh, I cannot with y'all. There you go, Bobby.
Procrastination.
Bobby knows Paul too,
Yep.
y'all.
I am really. Yeah, you're right. I am. I'm really good at procrastinating and pushing things off to the side.
So I guess my secret talent would be crocheting or sewing.
No shit. You know what? That's funny. I took up fucking knitting.
Did you?
Yeah. I went to a few classes to fucking learn how to knit, and I was like, you know what? I need something else to do with myself. And I went to a couple of knitting classes. I knit.
There you go.
I wanted to knit a hat. It didn't turn out too well.
Practice makes perfect. I picked mine up. My sister tried to teach me, and I was like, okay, well, let me just jump on YouTube. And I started, and I love it. I just don't have time for it a lot. All right, here's your next one. What is a funny story your family tells about you?
What?
A funny story that your family tells about you.
Oh, fuck. When my mom loves to tell a story that when I was younger, I used to think crapola was a curse word. So I used to go around and used to say, my mom said it's okay that I say crapola, and that's all I used to say when I was younger.
I think that's Chris right there. What's up, man?
We got Chris?
No, it's one of my rat customers.
Ah, Rockabilly. How are you? Nice for you to stop in. There's somebody else that showed up too, right?
Right here.
There you go.
Hey, what's going on?
I like that. I like Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. So that was a story that my mom tells all the time. Or actually, before we came on, I was talking to one of my childhood friends that we grew up with. I think when I first met him, and I got so excited that I bit him in the face.
Oh, so one of mine is I was raised by the Red River in the country as country gets, right? Y'all could probably tell that.
Sling blade.
People. And my grandpa had chickens. We all kind of lived right there together in a little tiny community. And my mom would always send me up to his house to get chicken eggs, but she would not tell anybody I was doing it until one day he seen me out there and he called my mom. He's like, hey, what's Holly doing up here in the chickens? She's like, oh, it's just getting some eggs for breakfast. And so I was dubbed Hen House Holly. Yep. But it was just so crazy. It's like going and stealing the eggs. Come on. It was my grandpa. He didn't care.
Hen House Holly.
Hen House Holly. Yep.
Ooh, That is gonna stick.
That's going to stick.
I like
hey, Charlie.
that. What's up, Charlie? Listen, if anybody needs some shed testing, Charlie's here. Give him a nice little private text message, and if you're ordering some sheds, put in that thing hashtag unbelievable, and you'll get 10% off.
Yes. I want to read this real quick. Dom rode his bike into the back of a parked car, went through the back window, got taken to ER, glass out of his neck, and now needs to get chipped tooth fixed. Man, I hope he's okay.
Oh shit, Dom who?
That's his son, Dom.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully he learns a lesson. Yes. 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 That's what he said. He wrote it. I didn't fucking say that.
Living the dream, testing and shitload tonight. Oh, I bet you are. With all that, how much clown stuff have you gotten in now?
Yeah, that's has to be right. He did that. He did that whole thing special and fucking threw it out there. I'm sure he got a few hundred of them.
All right, what's your next question?
So we got, what do we got? So let's do something like how long have you and Bobby been together? Yeah, let's start off with that.
Bobby.
Fucking figures, you know? That's it. Bobby, that's it.
How long have we been together? He's hollering something I can't hear.
Over 15 years?
Yeah, something around 15 years. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We dated and then we broke up and I moved to Oklahoma and then moved back to Texas and we started dating and got married.
Uh-huh.
So this was the second go around.
I gotcha. Yeah. That's funny because you asked me that question. I said, don't ask a question like that.
Yeah. Fucking hard question. So,
and I put you on the spot because if you ask me, I don't know. I think it was.
Well, you have to answer it too.
Well, it's been. So we've been together for we were together for 4 years, and then we're married. So we're almost together for 10 years. You know what the best part about that is? Nobody fucking knows and nobody cares. So I might be just making that up.
That's funny.
It sounds yeah, we're pretty close though. I think we're getting there.
That's funny. What is the age gap? I think mine and Bobby's is 7 years.
The age gap of you?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm born in 79 and she's born in 72. That's right. Fucking old hag my wife is.
That's funny. There's your correct answer, by the way.
Oh, look at that. That's wow, huh? That's complete opposite, huh? That Bobby knows all the shit and you don't know shit.
Well,
it's amazing.
I don't need to know shit.
And Jeanette knows everything and I don't know anything. She's like, you know. Yeah, that fucking story is unbelievable right here.
What is it?
Right here. He met his wife in 6th grade. He's been with Kristen forever.
That's crazy.
It's wild. Yeah. I like question the how he's not dead yet.
Yeah, she gonna get him one of these days.
Yeah.
So my next question is, what is your biggest pet peeve?
So one of my pet peeves is that if you're in the left lane, don't go to fucking speed limit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like that's like one of my pet peeves for that in society. Now, a pet peeve at where I work, and is like when everybody is going for their food and stuff like that at like lunch or breakfast, and somebody tries to get on the phone, they're not allowed on the phone. Like so I'm a dick. I'm not saying I'm a dick, but a lot of people know that that's like one of my pet peeves, because it's just something weird. But there's a lot of stupid shit, because that little thing creates the next thing that they try to go for,
Right.
like so they always try, they give an inch, you take a yard kind of thing, and it's in a situation, in situations like that, or the surroundings of the jail, it's you kind of have to be somewhat, an asshole at some point, which I guess I'm all right in. I guess I'm an asshole.
That's funny. I guess one of my big pet peeves is, geez, I have so many of them. It's not even funny, but
I know one.
What?
I know one.
What?
If you leave her on read on IG, make sure you answer her, or you're fucked.
That's funny.
Right?
Yeah, that does get to
Right,
me.
Luke. Specialty is being an asshole,
but
you're an asshole too.
Yeah. Pushing chairs in, like if you're at the table and you get up and you just walk away, by God, you better push that damn chair in.
Well, that's that's funny. That's like etiquette that was taught so long ago that it's not there anymore. Like there's been conversations that have been going back and forth with a few people, and me and you too as well. I mean, like I think the young society is just fucking lost. The maturity level is a nightmare. So like,
Taylor.
AT. So like, even shit like that doesn't happen. Like even walking, like, I mean, I was taught to walk on the outside of when you're walking with your your significant other, or I mean, I wasn't so much of throwing my coat on a puddle so they could walk over it, but like it's but like that kind of whatchamacallit,
Right.
So waiting to get everyone gets their food, or a Sunday thing, saying hello to everybody before you whatchamacallit, that whole thing, and
Well,
it's gone, it's lost.
Bobby, I get the stink eye if I try to open my own door. So
exactly, right. Yeah. I mean, there's times that she's already beaten me to the, and I don't do it all the time, but it's when there's opportunities and everything, that it's still there.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's mine? Okay, it's your turn to ask a question.
So, all right. So in the podcast world, who do you look up to? I mean, I'm not sure if I know the answer, but and how did you start or go about thinking about doing a podcast?
Yeah, I answered this one kind of the other night with Morphs, right. Jeremy. But Chris, Chris and Brian are the first ones I really started watching as far as content, not really just about snakes, other stuff. So I like to cover different things. I don't want to start no drama like I've been accused of doing. I know it, but I'm not that person, y'all. But just those two, and then like Bailey Syrian, because she's just funny. But I love true crime podcasts. So,
oh Christ Almighty,
I think that's every one of us snake women in the industry. I think you have to love them. What is this?
Doesn't he? Lucas say he's when I asked you that question, he said it's me, and then doesn't mention me. What the fuck? I mean, you didn't. I mean, Luke? Were you in the podcast world before you were on the Bronx Down Under? And are they they kind of using you for the 35,000 people that you have, and more than that on your Instagram?
My tears so bad.
You might want to push it to the street, though. I get it.
Looky here. We've got true crime lovers. Yes.
Just be here. So, all right.
Okay.
He's just Aussie meat.
What's your what made you want to do it?
You know what? To be honest, I mean, we spoke. You talked about it on Jeremy's. Like we met in Chris's Zoom call, and to be honest, I had no inkling of thinking. I mean, did I think about it? I don't think I thought about doing something like what we're doing now. And you know, it's funny. You know, everybody says, "Oh, there's room." You know, and this was what goes through my mind with this. You know, but you asked me, like, we met on that podcast. We hit it off, and then you know, it was funny. I think I was on your show, right?
Yep.
And then I think like a week later or something like that, you're like, "Hey, you want to be my co-host?" And it was funny because I was like this. I'm like, I wonder why she's calling me and asking me what's going, you know. And I'm like, all right. And then as soon as you said it, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, might as well.
Right.
So, and I didn't think, you know, that I was gonna whatchamacallit. And you know, everybody says, oh, there's so much room for being a podcast and this and that. And then you think, I mean, like you got so many people that are been in this industry for long, you know, all the way right down to what I've only been in. I mean, from last summer to now.
Yeah.
You know, and always in the back of my mind is like, why the fuck am I gonna watch this guy or anything? He doesn't know really anything. And that's and like I was thinking about it. Well, hopefully we can get people that are seasoned vets to the same time that we're in, and it's just a learning experience. Now, getting better at being on the camera or whatever is probably what, you know, is what's happening with, you know, what us keep doing this and all that stuff, and you know, and Chris not making fun of us, you know, all the time anymore. You know, we're like, oh, this podcast sucks or whatever. Motherfucker, you're the one that told Holly to get into this podcasting, right? And but like, so I think it's fun. And
he was the one that was just like, okay, after the 15 minutes of Lane, he's like, you got to start doing this. Like, you're going to be awesome at this. And and I was just like, dude, I'm a nobody. And I still feel that way. I mean, I don't, whatever, but it's fun. And like you said, it's hard to get comfortable on camera. And, you know,
I think just staying consistent. What is this? Is this the 27th episode?
Yes.
So yeah, just staying consistent on YouTube, and I found that out with Reels too. I keep swatting the fucking fly, you know. You know, staying like with the Reels and everything like that, like staying consistent, is a must, because you know, like all of a sudden, like you'll do like, you know, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000 views, and then the next one I put up, it's like 200 views. I'm like, what the fuck? And I get so addicted to fucking looking at that YouTube studio thing.
Yeah,
it's a nightmare.
I guess that's where we're opposite, because I really don't care. I put some reels out every now and again, but
yeah.
Bobby, you're not a nobody. You're the fuck around and find out girl.
Yeah. Oh.
So funny.
Yeah. So
hey, David and Pod and Joyce. Hi, glad you joined us.
Hey, Pod and Joy. So, but
and Phil, I don't know if I got to say hi to Phil yet or not.
Phil, yes, Phil, and then David. Just hey, what's going on, David?
Yeah.
So yeah, are you up? I think you're up with a question.
What's my next question? Is that what you asked?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is what we're doing here.
It was your turn to ask the question.
I thought didn't I just ask you about who got you into podcasting and all that stuff?
What are the 3 podcasts you would recommend to our audience?
Holy fuck.
And it does not have to be reptiles. It can be anything you like.
Okay. So I watched this I don't know. I'm sure people, maybe some people. I'm you talk about true crime and everything. I watched that guy Donut. I don't know if anybody has watched this guy Donut. He was I think he either retired out being a law enforcement officer, cop, and
Mhm.
so now he does like all like videos of like shootings or body cam footage and everything, and then he goes over, and he does all the research, and finds out. He actually meets a lot of the people, like that school shooting, and all that stuff.
Oh
He
yeah.
met all those guys. And then, there's a lot of, officers that, even got shot on duty or whatever. And he donates to the family and shit like that. That's pretty cool. I like that. I was watching him last night for a little bit.
Mhm.
So shit. Like, it's funny. I never watched YouTube ever until I got into this hobby.
Yep.
So,
Same.
like, I went from not knowing a thing to then watching, that guy Hardwick to
Mhm. Chris Hardwick.
Olympus Reptiles,
Mhm.
and then eventually you just kind of learn, all right, this guy just keeps making Bumblebee, bumblebees, and then you learn a little bit, and then you're off this, and that guy Hardwick, I watched for a while, and then I went to Brian.
Hey,
Uh,
Crochet. That's
yeah.
funny.
So, but it was, so I mean that's one. I mean for a completely different outlook, and then Chris, I started watching Chris, and it was funny. I think I seen it. Somebody said that he thought Chris was an asshole. When
Will.
either when he first met him or when he first watched him, 100%. Like that's 100%. I'm like, this guy's a fucking dick. But then like he's exactly what I'm about. I do.
That's why you don't like him. You are so much alike.
Yeah. So I'm like, this fucking guy's awesome. So and Chris is awesome, and Brian. I was talking to Brian. I he does. So like, I feel that he does. I'm not saying like so he'll bring up the things that people don't want to talk about, and should it be in the light sometimes, or should it not, or is it beating a dead horse, or is it and stuff like situations and or stuff like that. But I have a lot of respect for that guy. He's a he's a really nice guy, and me and him talk all the time. So that's that's what we. So that's if you want to go that route, Chris and all the guys that are in the podcasting is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's so that's that. Yeah.
Okay. I guess mine would be my makeup lady. That was I can't even think of her name. Bailey Syrian.
Yeah, she has a podcast.
Yes, Bailey Syrian.
Okay.
And I don't remember the name of this one podcast, but it's an old man talking about crimes in the woods, like skinwalkers and disappearances. And
Oh,
I
like
cannot,
conspiracies.
but it's more like UFOs and shit like that, right? And then, of course, like I'm not doing my reptile people because there's too many of them I like. But the stuff I listen to is like, and then there's like a lo-fi channel I listen to, and that's just because of stress. When you start getting stressed out, I got to put something relaxing on for a few minutes. So
I gotcha. So I like that.
your turn now. Your turn.
So what would you do? So a bucket list thing. What's like the first thing you would do on your bucket list?
Take my girls to Disney World or Land, whatever. Doesn't matter. I've always wanted to go to Disney and I've never been able to. So
Okay. Disney World.
that would be it. What about you? I do. I'm addicted to that Reddit stuff.
Oh yeah, Reddit, huh?
Yes, the Reddit stories. It's hilarious.
So I think like I would like to, I'm not saying it's a bucket list. I definitely want to go and do some and it's not far like a far-fetched thing. Like I want to do that the Grand Canyon to Mount Rushmore, but I want to do that in a Winnebago.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to do all the state parks, or not as state, the national parks,
Right.
with the Winnebago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is something that everybody looks stupid doing?
What is all right? Eating a banana or a hot dog?
That's a good one. I think mine is the damn fish face pictures when they're all
the ducks.
oh, it kills me. It kills me.
So yeah. Oh yeah. You was to say you never. Yeah. What do you got?
What was yours?
What I have to ask you a question? I just asked you a question.
I just asked that fucking question, Paul.
Oh.
What's something everybody looks stupid doing?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Jesus, pay attention.
What? So, what are you afraid of?
To lose another kid.
So, yeah,
What
I
you
mean,
afraid
we knew this was going to come up at one point or another. I can't imagine losing a kid. So, what?
Yeah.
So what? I don't even know what to say. Like that's it. Like my answer is nothing I can even say. Be like, hey, let's talk about spiders.
Right.
I'm afraid
Yeah,
of
right.
spiders.
You're afraid of spiders. There you go. That's funny.
Florida water has a lot of gators. Wasn't somebody just getting walked around with a gator? The torso.
Jesus. Okay, here's your question. What makes us such good friends?
You fucking seen that fucking question. That's funny. And I'm so that's funny. I think we have a lot in common. I think we can talk. We can talk for hours, and I just feel that there's a lot of similarities of not giving a fuck or doing, and we have, we just bounce each other, bounce ideas off each other a lot easier than what normal other people that I talk to and shit like that. I think that's what makes us click a little bit more than around here on this podcast.
Yeah, I've never had like a brother, so it's kind of weird because it's kind of like a void you feel a little bit, that because in this industry, you know how it can get. You can go down a dark road real quick when you're
seems like that, right? I know,
talking opposites, but like your wife understands it, my husband understands it. They're just supportive, and
what's cool about that? I mean, we all talk. That's funny. Like like all four of us sit and talk. So
yep.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Okay, your turn to read.
What?
Your turn.
Another question? Seems like
he acts so shocked every time, doesn't he?
What would you? So if you hit, this is obvious. So if you hit $5 million in lottery, what would you fucking do?
I would take my sister and my daughters, and
you can't answer. You can't say Disneyland or anything.
No. Have a conversation. Listen.
Okay.
Have a conversation and pick out somewhere where we would all want to live and buy just like a big deal of land and just move my family there and fucking have whatever I wanted, and they would too,
Right.
That's what I do.
So I think it's funny, like so I wouldn't involve any of my brothers in that $5 million. Just because the fact of the matter is, actually, I mean, I haven't talked to my older brother in a while. We just talked at a wedding. It was a little different.
Sure.
But so I have two older brothers. So my older brother is 10 years older, and then my brother Jay is 6 years older than me, and he's one of the presidents of like JP Morgan. So he's well off. Like, so he doesn't. So I'm gonna be like, sorry, bud, you don't need any of this money.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my like ultimate thing is like, but like I think about it, and the having snakes and having this that I would want a bigger facility or or something like that. But I also want a house in Wyoming, and I want a house down south. So are they going to be really fitting into that lifestyle of you traveling from season to season?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's only and the thing is, it's only $5 million. If I won the huge thing, like 700 million, it'd be completely different. I'll just hire somebody and be like, hey, thanks, see you later.
Here, do this for me, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I like
So what is the weirdest compliment you've ever gotten?
Jesus. I don't know if I put a good impression on anybody. Fucking weirdest compliment. No.
So I was checking out at Target, and there's this little lady there. She's got to be like 120 years old. Poor thing is like got a humped back, and she's just a tiny person, a short person. And she looked at me and she said, ma'am, I just want to tell you, you have the cleanest nose I have ever seen in my life. And she started talking to me about how clean my nose was. Because, like, yeah, I shave it and everything, You got to keep your stuff done, but like, I never in a million years would have expected a compliment like that.
You got the cleanest nose.
Yep. She couldn't see no hair, anything.
So somebody, it looks pretty with a beard.
There you go.
So, thanks. It just happened.
It just happened.
I mean, I don't. I'm stuck on that because I don't know. I don't know if I remember anything. I mean, I think I remember getting hit on by a gay guy.
There you go.
And was said that he said something about my eyes, and I'm like, all right, bud. Thanks.
Now was that at work?
I'm like no, and I'm like, Jeanette, where are you?
We gotta go. That's funny.
What?
All right, your turn to read one.
So you're gonna have to explain, and because I don't know, and you're gonna have to explain why, because I think I already asked you. So, what song would you choose continuously for the rest of your life? You only listen to one song.
Yeah, you already asked that one.
Yeah, but I don't know it, and they don't know.
Oh, okay. Merle Haggard, A Man from Another Time.
A Man from. Can you pull that up and let us listen to it?
Maybe. I don't know if.
Are you that? Hold on.
YouTube may not like that.
Oh, I got. Oh yeah. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. No good.
So what about you?
I've listened to so many fucking songs in my life that I don't know if I can just choose one, and it's hard. But I think it would be Rolling Stones. Time Is on My Side.
I'd have to look that one up.
Yeah.
I'm not as old as you.
Yeah, that's great. You're like 2 years younger than me.
Hey, that's 2 years.
Fucking Christ, man. Fucking Christ.
If in 150 years scientists could bring you back to life, would you want to, and why?
If scientists could bring me back to life, I'd tell you this. If I could find whatchamacallit, the fountain of youth, I'd take it.
You would want to live forever?
Yes.
Why?
Because I like where my life, and I don't want it to end at one point or another. Meanwhile, on the other spectrum, that from what I do to what's now, I mean, there's things can happen easily. So like am I content with that too as well? Yeah, I'm content with that. Yeah. But I if there was an option to take that pill, I'd live forever.
Not me.
Nah.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
I'm done. When I'm done, I'm done. Leave me alone.
Yeah. So yeah. So if I have to wait so many years and they can bring me back, bring me back.
Okay, you're trying to ask the question now.
So, but hold on. So you're saying that if they were able to bring you back, you wouldn't come back?
No. No, absolutely not. I would not want to see what the world is. You like that? You having fun there?
Alpha love.
Yeah. Love.
So I mean, I'm winding down on my questions here, but I got one. I got a good one for you though. What is the weirdest food combination you enjoy?
Liver and onions.
So you like liver and
onions? I do. And I don't even want to ask you. I already know what it is.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is like I never had it, but it sounds so good. Is shrimp and grits. I like liver and onions too. I mean, my grandfather used to say.
There went your camera.
My camera went out. My grandfather used to tell me that liver and onions used to put hair on your chest. You have hair on your chest?
Maybe. I don't know, Bobby. Do I have hair on my chest? I would hope not.
Right.
Okay, so how would your mom describe you?
I'm the baby. So
go ahead. You got to say it like you did the other day on the phone.
What would I say on the phone? I'm the baby. I am the baby.
You got down with it.
Yeah. So hey,
Jessica.
It's pretty funny, but yeah, my mother is my biggest supporter in my life, as much as so like my brother Mike put them through the ringer. Then Jason was, Jason. He did fine. Went to good school. Went to school and then became that millionaire. And then I put my mom through the ringer.
Yeah.
So yeah. But she's still my biggest supporter. I love her.
Well, as you know, we have a harder relationship, my mother and I. So I think she would describe me as a disappointment. So,
man, yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
not like disappointed in
like you're a disappointment. You're a disappointment.
Like disappointed in me because I gave up on trying to have that relationship with her. It just, I had to protect my heart. At some point in life, you have to start protecting yourself. And what I had already been through in life, I was just like, I can't no more. I don't have that much energy to put into somebody.
Right.
There's a fine line of, dealing with people. I'm great with dealing with people, but
you aren't even in that situation. But yes, I get you. You are a good person. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Sure about that?
Yep. It was. I got one more question to ask.
You got one more question? I got a couple more. Actually, hold on. If you could hang out with a cartoon character, who would it be?
shit. That's a hard one. Oh, damn. You stumped me on that one.
You better not fucking pick mine.
I guess it would be Tom and Jerry.
That's a good one. That's a fucking good one.
Fucking, that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
I thought about Roger Rabbit too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Jessica Rabbit, yes.
There you go. That's funny.
No, I do fucking Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah, that's too scary for me. That's too scary of a laugh.
Fucking what? Fucking. It seems like they're driving in that mystery van, getting high as fuck, and then trying to solve crime. Let's go.
That's funny. Oh, what personal achievement are you proud of that most people don't know about you?
Well, I'm not. I can't say that they don't know because I'm a big advocate of sobriety, and I mean that's 8 years sober, and I know a lot of people. And actually, to tell you the truth, I think a lot of people that are in here even know, the process that I went through of losing my job at the jail for 2 years, starting at the bottom. I had for 2 years of me not being at the jail, I had to do. I worked at a car. I'm not saying it's bad. I worked at a car wash for $2 an hour, drying cars and doing everything possible there and working tips to then from there going to Home Depot. And then Home Depot, I went to this shady security business for a little bit, roaming around where I used to buy drugs in the Bronx, which was awful because I was running into people that I didn't want to see, and walking around with thousands of dollars, putting it in a safe of a car with no gun. And I did that for like a couple of months, and I'm like, no more. And I ended up getting into operating engineers on Governor's Island, and which was pretty amazing to get that. And then I started doing that, and then 2 years down the road, I ended up getting called back from the jail. So like I started sobriety because I got caught at the jail. And that's a situation that I kind of knew. And then it worked out that I had to do it for myself. It just, chopping block of my sobriety. I went in to please everybody else. I went in for I started, for myself. And I finally realized that was fun. What's going on, Bosa?
Hey, Bosa.
Yeah. So, and it's a lifelong, it's a lifestyle change. And, I don't look down on anybody. It's so fun. It's wild too. Actually, when I came back to work, like I'd be, there'd be a huge shakedown, and then these fucking sergeants and lieutenants would come up and be like, "Hey, Paul, does this look like cocaine to you?" I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Fucking wild. The fucking people. Like I had when I was real, like the quick thing is like when I used to go to shakedowns, and this was before I got sober, I had fucking dogs hit on me because I used to have shit in my fucking pockets from the night before going out in my uniform, like crazy shit. Like so the from where I was then to where I am today, it's night and day, and I love it.
Night and day.
Yeah.
And we are too, Mike. Very proud of you, Paul. That is.
Oh yes, thank you guys.
Amazing. And what was the name of the podcast you were on with your friend?
Oh, the bar. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's my friend. My friend has a podcast, of sobriety. It's called the bar. The bar owner's bottom. The bar owner's bottom. Yeah. I was on there about a couple months ago, talking about my story and everything like that. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Bar owner's bottom.
We need to share that link with everybody too. Get that out there. That's a really good story, and you have to go back for a part 2 also, right?
Yeah, I haven't done part 2 yet, but I'm going in for a part 2. Yeah. I got so much shit that goes. I got so much shit. Story for days. Stories for days.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is a hard one. This is a hard question for me. my big personal achievement, besides having my kids, I mean, I love my children. I mean, every day, but after I lost my son, I basically lived on the couch for 4 or 5 years and just ate and slept. And I gained over 100 pounds.
Mm.
And um, I finally said one day, my daughter was fixing to leave for the Air Force, and I was like, I got to get a job. I got to get my life on track. I got to pick myself up. And that was I guess my biggest achievement is getting a job, going to work. Um, I did have weight loss surgery, and just every day I try to set myself a goal, and I try to accomplish little things every day, because
Mm.
dealing with really bad depression and stuff, I can go downhill really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think since the whole podcast stuff started, and yeah, there's been days that's tested my Jesus, absolutely. And
Tested my
other
Jesus.
breeders that's
Tested my
tested my Jesus, and they shouldn't do that, but they did. But that's okay. Just trying just to keep going every day. I mean, it's a fucking achievement.
Waking up,
Waking
taking a
up.
breath, making your bed.
Make your bed. I sleep on the couch. All right.
All right. That's it.
That's it for me too.
I think like I said, I fucking wrote questions all over the place that I was trying to like, put in order.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I said, if money and time was, I had this question. I said, if money and time were no object, what would you be doing right now?
If money and time were no object, I would be with my family, like doing a barbecue. I'm a very extremely family oriented person. And like, now that my kids are grown, you don't get to see them as much. I mean, I have one daughter that lives here, and my other one's in North Carolina, but I miss having my kids at home and them being little. And Bobby and I've talked about adoption and stuff, and he's like, hell no. They are out. They staying out.
So I seen a not seen, it was Ken asked us some wild questions, and not like I'm stealing anything, but I think one of the questions was, there actually, now I'm trying to think, I'm like, there was a few. One was, what kind of superpower would you take if you were able to have? The other was, what kind of, I think I seen it with Charlie. If you could bring back an extinct animal, what would it be? Which awesome. There are two awesome questions. And if you could bring back somebody from the past, who would it be?
Mm. Of course, that would be my son.
Mm-hmm.
And then animals, it would have to be a dinosaur.
Well, you can't just say a dinosaur. What kind of dinosaur?
Dude, I cannot say that, because I love so many of them.
So you'd bring back what should we call it?
I'll bring back the T-Rex. I would bring them all back.
Fucking,
I would bring them all back.
Are you out of your mind, so then that we could just get wiped out?
Hey, I'm a reptile person. I can't help it. I mean,
you've seen what happened in Jurassic Park.
Amazing. You gotta be better than those, dude.
Yeah. And the who would you, and you said you saw
Triceratops, right? Is my favorite. Yeah.
Triceratops.
Yeah. It's the one that has the 3 horns.
Yeah, so it's like a rhino.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda. What about you?
So I mean, going in that direction, I'd bring back my dad. But if I wanted to, bring back somebody in history, I think it would be fucking William H. Bonney. Look, Billy the Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hang out with that fuck. That'd be nice. Yeah. Fuck. So I think I'd bring back yeah, fuck it. Bring back like a saber-tooth tiger and shit. I think somebody said that already. I think I've seen this question. Or I seen the scientists talking about T-Rex's chance to come back due to DNA being found in a bone. I think they're close to doing a woolly mammoth. I think I seen that they found a full frozen baby that was intact, and they're supposed to be fucking it's like fucking what I forgot it looked like. So it looks like a half tiger and half dog. I forgot what they're called, Tasmanian or something. Yeah. So that I think they're talking about doing first, which would be pretty fucking cool. I can't wait till something like that comes around. They already did a mammoth. You already saying that? I don't believe it because we've never seen it. Where I haven't seen one. Mike, send me a picture. I want to see it. I don't believe it. Yeah. They said that they're walking around Siberia and Siberia. I don't fucking believe it.
In Russia, he said.
Yeah, exactly. I don't believe it. Did you see it?
He said the Aussie tiger, Christian.
Yeah, something I forgot. It's not Aussie, but it's like something. I forgot what it is. Yeah, he's right. But I think the last one that was in existence was in like the 18 something. Yeah. All right.
I'm done.
Fucking done. So everybody's just a little bit closer.
A little bit closer. Y'all know a little something about us now, where we come from.
Yeah.
I have to deal with this asshole every day.
That's fine. I won't talk to you anymore.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Thursday is our day off from each other.
Yeah, right. There's never a day off. Sometimes it's just one or two words a day, but it's still words.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, thank y'all for stopping in and listening to us yak, and we will see you on the flip side.
Absolutely.
I love you. Bye-bye.